Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. This is your host, Natasha Leggero. I'm with my husband, Moshe Kasher.
I'm ready to have a secret dump.
We're still in the woods.
We're in the woods. We went on a hike today. We saw 30-foot waves. Our child romped through piles of cow manure. I mean, what's not to love? You know what's cool about where we are? We're in a town of less than 500 people right now. It's just everything feels so much chiller and less stressful. I don't have to worry about rioting bands of QAnon freaks. I don't have to worry about like COVID. I don't have to worry about people being freaked out by contemporary times. I'm just feeling chill.
I was not made for communal living.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more.
I think I'm like, I really just always had a vision of myself living in like a house that what Mommy Dearest lived in.
What's that like?
Like a pink castle.
Like you're not feeling the cabin?
No, I am, but I just feel like I like my own comforts.
Right.
Communal living is kind of challenging.
Right.
With like not having your own space and your own vibe and your own.
Yeah.
I left it like this, and there's kids, and you know what I mean.
Is this balance?
The smells aren't what you put there.
What smells did you put?
I'm just saying, like, you know, you get like a vibe going in your house. You do some Palo Santo, and then it's like.
In the winter, it's harder too because we're all kind of sequestered indoors because it's kind of cold. We're not only indoors, but it's not like you can just luxuriate in the sunshine.
Oh, this is what I wanted to tell you. There are the people we're staying with. They think there's something wrong with me and Moshe because we don't shit in front of each other, and they think it. They said they thought it was something sexual, and then they said that their dream is to get toilets facing each other so they can look at each other while
toilets.
They're shitting.
Now Jeremy's not
and they're saying,
like such a dream man now, is he?
They're saying that's the norm.
That's
not the norm, right?
Well, not the eye contact. Obviously, that's not the norm. The fact that Natasha and I like would never, and I mean never, like take a shit while the other was in the bathroom. I mean, it's psychotic.
What? It's not psychotic, Moshe.
Why would you want another human being like in the
I
room
FaceTimed you recently and you were peeing.
Peeing is different.
I know, but it's all these
and
stages.
FaceTime is different. There's no smells. There's no plops. But why would you ever want that from the person that you have sex with? Or you're like, oh, I'm gonna regurgitate my bowels. Ooh, will you come in? Will you come in? I want to talk to you about something while I evacuate my rectum. It's so crazy.
Well, I'm glad that we found each other.
She wasn't saying it was sexual. She was saying she thought, this is literally true. She said that she thought porn was the reason we didn't want to shit around each other. Or me, I guess, or something. Because like I had an idealized version of what feminine beauty was. and that seeing my lover in a state of bowel movement would somehow like ruin that pornography.
Almost like a Victorian flower like feeling or something.
Yes. I don't want to
taint it.
I don't want to see my Victorian flower turn brown.
Ah, I see.
I think that's what she was saying.
Well, I would love people to let me know if you're in a couple and you shit in front of each other, because I don't know. I know one person who does that, and maybe, but
or don't. Is it normal? Is it not normal? Is it something you're into? And how about this eye contact toilet? Does a double throne sound good to you? Making deep eye contact with your compatriots? I just don't get it. It's crazy. Write us an email. Our email, of course, is endlesshoneymoonpod@gmail.com. And you can also always call us if you would like to be on the podcast. That number is
213-222-8608.
You can leave us a message. You can be on our secret dump. You can be a guest on our podcast. And you can also let us know about this double defecation situation. Tosh, I can't wait anymore. I got to hear some secrets.
Let's do it.
Hey, guys. This is Terry. I have a secret. So when I was about 12 or 13, I went on a camping trip with some family. It was like horseback riding camping trip with my sister, cousin, aunt, and uncle, some of their friends. out in the great wilderness in Wyoming. And so I was like 13, I was super horned up, and we'd be riding long stretches. I was wearing jeans that would ride up on my Johnson real good, and all that, like riding around, jostling, just like kind of got me going. And when we were riding on long stretches and there was another horse in front of me, I would get very aroused. I don't really know why. Maybe like looking at the horse pussy in front of me or the horse wiener. But it just happened for like 5 days straight. I was just frickin' rock hard. And I've never told anyone that before, that, I don't know, I got aroused by some animal parts. So thanks guys. Big fan of the podcast. Talk to you later.
Is that what happens with a man? Just for 2 weeks, he's rock hard.
When you're young,
You just can't stop thinking of something.
Yeah, that can definitely happen. You
Aww.
can be just horny for. I mean, the amount of horny you are when you're in your pubescent years is dangerous. I'm not kidding. Like when you get a little older and your libido settles down a little bit. I don't know about anybody else, but I was like a little relieved. I was like, cool, no one got hurt. We made it. Well, that was a trip. That was a cool secret. You know what they call that, right?
What?
Cowboy coming.
Ew.
But do you ever read Equus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was like half man, half horse.
No, he was like a boy that was like turned on by horses, I think.
Oh, he was turned on by them?
Something like that. This person needs to read Equus. It's a play from, I think, the 70s, and it's all about the eroticism of the horse. So I think you might not be alone in your secret. There might be great erotic power in the pussy of a horse.
But it was also, you were being turned, you might just be aesthetic. You were being turned on by like the line of something, you know?
No.
Yeah, he said the line of the pussy lips before in front of him.
You missed the most important part. You're like, lines you like, eh?
What?
Like the line of the pussy lip. You're like, lines?
Oh.
You're into lines?
I'm just saying, maybe he's an artist or something. Maybe he has he doesn't have to like taint himself as a
bestiality.
Bestiality, yeah. Like he could just, have been into what it was.
I think it's all very normal, When you're young, you're so horny, you fuck anything. I mean, we all had the experience of being online, and you're like jerking off to porn and then something pops up and you're like, oh, I'm not into that at all. And then you look at it for a couple of seconds. You're like, maybe I'm into it enough to keep going. Shall we keep
I have
going?
never been there.
Well, I think it is a man thing. I mean, I don't know if it's a man. Yeah, I think it is a man thing.
I don't think someone could taunt me beyond my search words.
Let's play another secret.
Okay.
Hi, Natasha and Moshe. I have a secret. I've been watching a lot of TV during the pandemic, and as a millennial, I recently watched the Animaniacs reboot, which awakened within me a dormant crush I have on one of the characters, Yako Warner. So, yeah, I have the hots for a cartoon character on a rebooted 90s children's television show. Okay, love the podcast. Bye.
I mean, this person.
No, that's fucked up. I was almost with her until Moshe told me what it looked like.
This person is a sick freak. Why don't you get a fucking life, you weirdo, and do something normal, like look at a horse pussy for 4 hours. Something that regular red-blooded Americans use for sexuality. I'll just show this this is Yako Warner right here.
That's what's turning her on?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. There's something kind of like stylish, I guess, about the pants riding up. In the name Yako is kind of like erotic. I'm about to give you that old Yako.
I don't know. I think that if you are masturbating to a cartoon...
What about anime porn?
Oh, you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want. Who cares?
Yeah. Now you're talking, Natasha. Ooh, it'd be cool if we could combine these two secrets. And Yako Warner.
If you don't hurt anybody else.
As long as you're not hurting anybody else, go for it. Yeah, Yako Warner with a horse body and a big line-filled vagina. Now that's a secret fetish.
Are there people that campaign for raped animals?
What?
No, I mean like when
What
people...
are you? What? That's the wildest question you've ever asked me in our entire relationship.
No.
Are there
I
people
mean-
who campaign for raped
No,
animals?
I mean like for if bestiality happens, for the rights of the animals who've been raped.
Oh, are there animal rights activists that say don't fuck the animals?
Yes.
Yes, I think they would probably all say don't fuck the animals. I do think so, though, Natasha. I think that there are people out there that are like concerned with bestiality and they like go after bestiality porn people or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't want to hurt anyone. So do whatever you want, but not if it hurts someone or hurts an animal.
I would like to have been in your brain when you constructed the way that you asked that question. Are there people who campaign for raped animals?
Sorry, it's late. I do kind of feel like I'm losing my mind.
I can relate to that. Shall we play another secret?
Yeah, I want to hear another one.
Hey, Natasha and Moshe. My secret is that for the better part of this past year, I was sleeping with a married guy, and I finally cut off contact, kind of came to my senses, knew I was making horrible decisions, ended things, but my secret is that I found his wife's email address, and I just emailed her, telling her everything. He has no idea, obviously, that I found his wife's email address, so that's my secret. I might be about to ruin someone's life. Maybe not. Hopefully it'll help them. But, yeah, big fans, and thank you all for what you do. Have a good one.
What do you think?
Was it out of spite?
I wish there's so many follow-up questions. I would like to know more information. Why did you choose to do that? What thing was motivating you? Was it, why? I mean, that is a wild moral 360.
Well, because she's in her head, she's like, well, if she should know who he is.
But I'm just saying it's a wild moral 360 to go from 1 week you're fucking the person and the next week to be like, how could he fuck me? She needs to know.
Right.
But then, who knows? I mean, infidelity has all these weird ethical others, like, were they wearing protection? If they weren't wearing protection, then he's putting her at risk. By the way, it's a fucking pandemic. I mean, what a terrible time to cheat on your partner during a pandemic. Man, that's a wild one. I just don't know what is that the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? My instinct tells me
it's the wrong.
Yeah. It's not your right to blow somebody else's life up like that. But I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer.
Well, she wants him to suffer and her to suffer like she's suffering, probably.
But she broke it off with him, she said. I got so many more questions. Can you call in? Can we talk to you? You don't have to be on camera. You could put like one of those silhouettes like from 60 Minutes in the 90s. And we could give you a voice coder like this. And I just got to know. What do you guys think, listeners? Is that the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do, or is it your right to do as the person that was the infidelator? Woo! That's why I just don't cheat. It just seems so much simpler.
Yeah, I would have to be so... I don't know if I could do that.
I just feel like...
I mean, I think if the person was unsafe... or, there was a reason that they needed something they needed to know.
It's just funny to be like, I need to help that woman know the truth about her husband. Like, you're the ally? I mean, you were the one fucking her husband last week.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer. This one, I'm stumped, and I like to be stumped. What do you guys think? Tell us. Let's get a fun secret and wipe that
was
memory
too
clean.
heavy.
Hi, Natasha and Moshe. So this is a secret. When I was a senior in high school, there was this guy in my 8-person AP German class who I found extremely annoying and who was like the definition of a guy who had a lot of unfounded and undeserved confidence. And he and I had both been accepted to a few of the same engineering schools. And I was so annoyed by him and didn't want him following me to the university that I wanted to go to that I bribed his best friend, who was also in the AP German class. I bribed the friend $40 to convince the annoying guy to go to an entirely different university on the grounds that my school was too male dominant and not a party school, and he would probably have a hard time getting girls since engineering heavy schools typically like have a lot more men than women. Anyways, it probably didn't matter at all in like the long run of my life, but I have never regretted that $40, and I got a fresh start at my school without him. I had a great 4 years. And yeah, I just haven't really told anybody that, and kind of feels good to get it off the chest. So thank you. Bye.
I fucking love this.
Yeah, I like it.
This is, you know what this is?
What?
This is an engineer. She saw a problem, didn't see an immediate solution, engineered a way to create the best possible outcome for herself. $40 well spent. You know that feeling when you're in class with someone who drives you fucking crazy from when you're in school? Every time they're raising their hand.
Oh, God, yeah.
They're like, I have a question, but it's not really a question. It's really just a way for me to tell you different things that I've read and brag about those things. And that will ruin your whole class experience.
Yeah.
And this person, this brilliant fucking woman, spent $40 to never have to hear that annoying fuck again.
I love it.
I love it too. You know what I love more?
What, Mosh?
You.
I love you too.